Hello. Jesus Christ. Let me fix the sound volumes here. Okay, sorry for all that. Hi guys, hi Bud, hi Gustavo there. So the big news is that I have finally decided to sign the Twitch affiliate agreement, and I did that last week. So that means we have all these fancy new features for the stream, but that also means that we won't be having YouTube streams anymore for the time being, since the affiliate agreement doesn't allow me to stream to multiple places at the same time anymore. But that's fine, we'll manage, because all these fancy new features, they're awesome, right? Let me see, I want to fix the camera. I have no idea what I'm doing right here, right now. This thing. So I've been setting these things up since yesterday, and most of the day today, and I still am not used to the whole new interface and setup that I have here. So I'm like in the process of figuring it out. But just give me a moment, and I will fix the lighting for the camera. I forgot to do that before the stream. So here, this should be better. And then okay, I can then talk about what's going on. So as you see now, as you view the stream, you gather stocks that are kind of like viewer points for the channel. And why stocks? Because I felt like that suits the whole office theme that I have going for the game. Although probably the whole stream layout now does not really go with the office stuff that much, and there's no pixel art stuff anymore either, unless you count the game trailer that you see before the stream launches now. So what else do we have? Still checking some stuff here. Like lots of screens around me. I have a tablet here for the chat. Then my main screen, you'll see that later, is what I'm working on. Then Streamlabs for streaming is on this screen here. And then the fourth screen is my laptop, where I have the browser and Discord and whatnot open. So it's like I have a whole studio here now. And managing it all while streaming is proving to be a lot of work. So, what can you do with the stocks that you gather? You can purchase things. In theory, you will be able to get the what's it called? The emojis that I drew. Unfortunately, Twitch has not approved them yet, so they're pending. But I can show them, I suppose. So yeah, you can't unlock the emojis right now with that. So I guess you shouldn't waste your money on that yet, or not money, but stocks. But where the hell do I even have that stuff? This is fun. This is fun, like doing all this live with no preparation at all. But you know, you guys know what I'm like. So this is to be expected. So one thing that you can do is, use the highlight. Unfortunately, the highlight doesn't show on my screen here, and neither does it show on my tablet chat, so I might miss that, to be honest. I will need to work on that for the future streams. What a waste, says APL there. Hi, thanks. Thanks for joining. How you doing? Okay, let's see again. Twitch, where are my Twitch? Where are my Twitch icons? Emojis. I know I saved them somewhere. Oh, okay. Found it. I posted some of them on the Discord, so you might have seen them already. But I think I did not post one of them yet. And I'll drag this here too, and then we will switch to this view. There we go. So this is the new mascot, I guess, for the streams, and he's really shady and creepy looking, but that I also felt like goes with the whole theme of the corporate sharks, so to say. But here are the emojis then. So this will be the level 1 emoji. That guy is a salesman, says APL. Yeah, definitely. He sees a deal. He sees a gullible customer, you know. So this is the tier 1 emoji. This is the tier 2 emoji, and this is the tier 3 emoji. And as we keep doing these streams, I should hopefully be able to unlock more emoji slots, but these 3 are the ones that I have right now. But this is not all of the new stuff. So what else I have going on here is this thing. So let me just arrange something before I switch into that. So here we go. So maybe you've seen this campaign, Make Circles, this hashtag called 6fanart. I've seen it on Twitter, but it's in DeviantArt and other places, probably Instagram and wherever else. So it's a challenge where fans get to pick what kind of fan art the artist will draw, and there will be 6 of them. And I thought it would be like a kind of an interesting reward that I could give to the first subscribers, should I get any, which is not guaranteed, of course, because it costs real money, and to be fair, not a lot of that money will actually reach me, because Twitch will take its share, and then the rest will also go some to taxes and whatnot. So it's so it is what it is. But if I should get any subscribers, then I will let them pick one character to draw, and I will do that on a separate stream then. So that's something. What else? While I make these faces. Oh yeah, one of the things that you can buy with your stocks so one of the things you can buy with your stocks is having me draw one of these icons that we have here. So you just pick something that you want me to draw. I will do my best to do it in this style. And another one that you can ask for is I have this stream scene. Let's transition to that. So I will put your question up here in this box, and I will answer it in this form. So these are kind of the rewards that I came up with for the stocks right now. But if you have any suggestions that I could add, then feel free to do so. And yeah, I will also probably change the prices as we go. I just put them to something right now, but I didn't really know what to pick. So if it looks like people are gathering too many stocks, and I have to like take these breaks like this too many times, then I will raise the price. But we'll see. But let's get to the actual thing that I was gonna work on today, and that is music. So let's stop this music and let's see what we have here. So the song you're about the song you're about to hear is from my brother's game Don't Drink the Bank, which was the first point-and-click adventure and the first game actually that we released under tulevik.EU brand. So that song is from that soundtrack that I made, and it was like 2 weeks or so ago. Someone randomly asked on a YouTube gameplay video of that game, where can he get this song, download, buy, or anything. So without further ado, here's the song. I've been working on it a little bit since the game was released. Meanwhile, APL says, never sell is my strategy for stocks, I suppose. So that'll test my system, yeah. We'll see how many you can gather. And Gus, there is like music. So how are the sound levels, by the way? Like, can you hear me over the music? Can you hear the music? Just need to double check these every time. Sound level is good. Okay. Thanks for letting me know then. Meanwhile, while you're listening to this nice tune, I'll go check what's going on Twitter and elsewhere. So okay, what's my plan with this song then? I will need to add some sort of an ending here, because right now it just ends kind of abruptly. But I will add something there at the end, some sort of a fade out or something, and then then there's a couple of other songs that I will touch over, not on the stream, but eventually. And then I will upload these everywhere where I can, I guess, as a collection or an album of some sort. And that will be my second ever solo album. If we count the Office Management Alpha demo, like, I don't know, EP. It's only 4 songs, but it's something, right? But yeah, with these, I will pick some songs from the adventure games that I've made music for. So which ones are those? So Don't Drink the Pink has some other songs. What else? Scenario 5B. So there I have some songs. 2, I think. I will put those out, and then Don't Worry, I'll Bring the Bear. Raimo has such complicated game names. I'll pick 1 or 2 songs from that soundtrack. That was like a more chiptune sounding one, and then the newest one, is Don't Ice Your Cool, which had this ad-lib sounding soundtrack, and I will pick probably 2 songs from there as well. So what will we have together then? About... oh wow, I mean like 6, 7, like 8, maybe even 10 songs, depending how many I will pick from Don't Drink the Pink. So that's like a full album already, and I will put those up then on SoundCloud. Where else? SoundCloud, Spotify. I have no idea how Spotify works, but I'll figure it out. YouTube, of course. And then where else? I don't know what else is. There's Bandcamp, I guess. I don't have anything there either, but I could make something. So you can even like donate to me there if you want to. So yeah, I will try to get that done sometime eventually. Possibly maybe in May. And then we will see how that goes. So with this song, one option would be just to copy the start to the end and then just fade it out, and that's a lazy solution, but I think it would work. But I will need to make this unique and this unique. What's the value here? It's 100 and 100. These make the sound they change the equalizer and make the sound it removes the lower sound. And what's up with that is in the game there was this music was playing in the bar of the game, Cafe Noise. Cafe Noise. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And when you went to the bathroom of that bar, then the music would play from these crappy bathroom speakers, which don't have the bass at all. So that's where the music sounded like this. But when you went back to the bar, then the equalizer goes back to normal like this. So this is what these effects do, and now I can just add a global slider or something of a sort. A master volume slider. I can do that with I don't know which one. Oh, you can't even see it, darn it. Just noticing it now. That you can't see these pop-ups. If I switch to this view, then you can probably. These things are what I'm talking about here. Wait. Now you can see. So Fruity Balance has a volume slider that I can use. So how do I create automation clip? And I will add a dot here. What was the default anyway? It's 80. So I will drag this here. I think I need to zoom in to set it to 80. Almost have it. There we go. This will go down to 0. Maybe even a bit earlier here. Let's give it a listen then. I'm just randomly gonna put something here. So the song doesn't loop right back to the beginning after it ends. Well, there, that's kind of an ending. A lazy one for sure, but I can afford to be lazy sometimes, or always. Besides, I've been doing so many things today that I deserve a break every now and then. Okay, so now that this is done, the very anticlimactic end to all this, I will move on to some other songs. So let's see what I've been working on recently. Oh darn, you don't see my synthesizer in this view. So how do I get that there? Well, figuring all these things out midstream is fine. So this goes here. Then I disable this. And then I switch to this view. How's that? And then what else did I want to do? I don't know. Let's just hear it. Funky, says APL there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how I got this going. Except for a few minor details that I do want to work on today. But let's see what's actually going on here. So, oh yeah, last week I downloaded this program called Cakewalk. Cakewalk something. Let me check. Cakewalk by BandLab. Yeah, I guess that's that. So it's a similar program to Fruity Loops that I'm using here. But what I liked about it was that it was free and that it came with some nice plugins that I can also use in Fruity Loops here. So one of those is this nice, it's called an electric piano, but darn, I need to turn on my keyboard. So many things that I've forgotten to do. So it has this nice Rhodes sound, which is kind of awesome. It has a bunch of presets as well. I'm not gonna showcase them right now, but or actually, I mean, I can have it playing in the background, and you can hear what some of those sound like. So I was using the default one, but there's this sounds nice and smooth. So this one is more worldly. So I will definitely be using this plugin a lot. But that's not all that the program had. And one of the nice things was the drum kit. It has even visuals and everything. But I'm not using all of the drums from the same drum kit. So I'm using different presets here. This one uses just the cymbal here, or the hi-hat. And the other one just uses the snare. And the bass drum is just a sample. So that's a nice plugin, and this one also is awesome. Because I've been missing like a good enough bass guitar sound. And of course there are better ones out there, but most of those are like really expensive. So I definitely like this one too, but I did want to use the amp that comes with it, but I guess I can quickly get that in. The problem was that the amp is a demo, so I probably can't use it after a certain point. And what I wanted to work on here was the bass line. I don't like the ending part of it right now. Pattern 6. Here it is. We'll have to keep checking if you guys can even see all this. Because my camera hides some of it, and then the chat on the other side hides some of it. And I guess I will have to resize things as I go. So I wanted to resize this so you can see the whole loop. There. So I don't know, do I just like start over here? I should make a copy first, just in case I screw it up. So clone, wait, I just cloned the instrument and not the pattern. That's over here, clone. There we goes. So what keys do we even have here? So I think these are fine. These notes here. These ones I don't like. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's hear it in the whole song though. I'm just now realizing that I didn't even explain some of these UI elements that I have on the screen. So like down there, the yellow and blue boxes, those are the latest events. So any new followers or new subscribers and whatnot, they should show up there as new ones pop up. But until new ones do pop up, the latest ones, the latest 4 are listed there then. So, what else can we do with this song then? Is continue from the end here. So let me make sure it's saved and all, just in case. And then I think I want to add some sort of a melody starting from the end here. Maybe the rest of the stuff is fine, but we'll see. We'll make a copy of these then. Then I suppose a new pattern. But what kind of an instrument should I even use? I'm up for suggestions, but until anyone does suggest something, I will just try some instruments out and see what they would sound like. Oh yeah, I always forget this one is really quiet. Sometimes I just cheat kind of like this, just turn everything up to hear anything. So I'm thinking like what direction I should go with it even. Maybe some higher notes instead. Definitely did have some sort of a melody in mind the other day, but since I didn't actually get down and experiment with it, then I have no idea what that was like. Well, let's try something like that then. Thinking where it should even start, on what note. So this is my thinking phase. I'm playing it in my head right now. On this note then, I think. I need to set the length here. And turn here. So how does it all sound together? Kind of off. Didn't sound right at all. Just noticed that my stream seems to be paused on my laptop screen over here. Let me look at what's going on there. So I'm just wondering if that's a problem on my end or or is it for everyone? So if you can still see me, let me know. Yeah, now it seems to work. I don't know. Can see. You could also see that I'm starting to get a bit of a mullet back there. That's just because last time I shaved my head, I was a bit lazy with it and I didn't do the back properly, and now it's getting too long back there. Also, Whiskey the Cat, hi, thanks for joining. There's flies flying around here, I'm waving at them. So anyway, I don't like this instrument here actually, so let's try something else. Barely hear that. What's this? This might be an interesting one. Has this sort of an 8-bit vibe to it. You know what this kind of reminds me is the sounds that the what's the game Animal Crossing characters make. That speech that they have. Oh god, now I'm thinking can't be making these weird noises on stream, someone might clip that. So what I'm trying to do with these notes is sort of a quick succession of notes. Some instruments are more suited towards it than others. I don't know what note to go from here, though. This is definitely not what I had in mind when I was thinking of working on this song today. But sometimes things take an unexpected turn, and it's still interesting. It's an odd one, but let's save it. Maybe we can check out some other ones as well, and it's not impossible that I will start a completely new one on the stream today. So business trip was another one that I worked on last week. Josh Meyer says Estonia hype. Oh yes. Thanks for joining. By the way, you're our latest follower there. So that's why you're highlighted down there. So thank you again for that. I know you were probably expecting to see programming today, but what do you know? I'm instead working on music. And what I'm doing is making music for my game. Not all of these songs that I work on the stream, not all of them will make it to the game in the end, but I will, make a bunch and then pick out the best ones. That's the plan, at least. So yeah, Josh says this is programming. You are programming the music, which is quite correct. I've always approached it with that sort of a mindset. Like I'm not. That this is not just like a creative process, but also like an engineering process. Like I know how some of the systems work and what kind of things work together or something like that. Like I have a model in my head, and my engineering mind can put that model to use to make music then. And that's sort of how I've always made my music. This is another one that I started the other day, but it's kind of short. I just experimented with the piano at first. Played around with some notes, and then went on to these chords, and that's what it is. So Joss Meyer goes to lurk mode. Also, every lurker is very much still appreciated on this stream, so that is totally fine. And even the guys who just pop in to say hi, I appreciate everyone. So these notes. Let's see what's the actual theory behind this song then. I did not explain the other ones, but I can try and do that with this one. Not that I really know much about music theory. I have no musical education of any kind. And all that I know is what I've learned on my own. It's kind of quiet again. So let's bump this up. That's still quiet. That's one of the downsides of this plugin. It sounds really quiet. But yeah, anyway. The notes then. We have a G here, then we have a B, then we have D, and then we have this black note, which is F sharp here. I'm not sure what fingers I should be using for this, but these are the ones that reach. I have a small hand, so it's hard to take some of the chords, especially with one hand. So what is this chord then? I think it's a G major here, and then I'm just adding this this F sharp here, which is also in the scale of G. I don't know what that chord would be called. Definitely has like some official name, but I have no idea. Then another one, another chord I take here is G, C, and E, but that actually is this chord, which is C major, and that one is the one that I'm using in the song is the first inversion of that. Inversion meaning that I move this note from here down to here. So that's that chord, and then I also add this A here to make it a 4-note chord, and then I have again no idea what that chord would be called. I mean, I could look it up on the internet, but I won't. Then this one is kind of funky and more jazzy, because that's G, B, C, and E. What makes it weird is that it has 2 notes right next to each other here, but it has this nice sound. What chord would that be? No idea. Again. The genre is jazz, though. Yeah, the song is kind of jazzy. So, you know, anything weird like this is definitely allowed in jazz. Even much more weirder things. I tend to not go too weird with it, because I feel like doing like proper jazz would take a lot more like theoretical music knowledge than I have. So I often just go by ear, and you know, some theory behind it I do like grasp a little. So no such thing as a proper jazz. Those guys stumble into it just as surely as those who have no map. Kind of. I mean, when they're improvising jazz, for example, it gets really crazy. But then, even then, there are like some sort of rules I feel like that they stick to. Or like some sort of patterns that you can recognize there. But you really need to deeply understand it to recognize those patterns. So what is this last chord? I think that's just F major and added an E here. So it's a simple chord again. So the rest of the chords are just mostly basic, and with just this funky one in the middle here. And then the whole song has some drums on top of it. No bass line yet. Except for the bass notes down here that come from the piano itself. So I will probably come back to this today. I mean, we'll see how long of a stream I'll make, but we'll come back to it. I will just play some other ones that I have here. So this one even doesn't have the song patterns defined. So just a basic idea. So what makes this is these notes for the melody here, which I think sound really nice, but I wasn't sure where to go from here. Like maybe afterwards I should just go in a completely different direction after it's played like a couple of times. So try modulating up, says Chas. I can already tell that you know more about music than I do because because I have no idea what that means. These piano chords are nice, I feel like. I think all of them are 5-note chords here. Plus the bass line as well. And then what else? Pie charts. This one even has a name. This one I also made on stream a while back. And it's a bit longer than the previous ones. So just helps me out here with some knowledge. So it means you take the melody or a simplified version of it and raise everything up to the next key it sounds identifiable in. Oh, so you mean like change the key for the melody, but keep the melody. Okay. I have not made that many songs that have key changes in them. But I really want to. That's actually one of the things that I've been wanting to test on stream. I did try last week a couple of stuff like that. Actually, before I play this, I can play that since we're on topic here. So this one shifts. These are chords, but they do shift from what is it? From C to F somewhere, and then maybe to something else. So let's try that. So the first chords are in C. This one. This one. This one as well, I think. And then this also, but this one isn't, and this one is in F. And how I've learned how this works is that different scales have overlapping chords, in this case, C has this same chord as the F does. So this chord here sort of is the transitioning one. then it goes into that, and then in the end, that's the another transitioning one that goes back to the C. So try the top note of the last chord. Which one? You mean like this one? I'm confused here. So the last chord, this is the last chord. Is this the one you mean, or did you mean this one? Yeah, got confused here, sorry. Like I say, my theory and the especially the vocabulary for music is like really lacking. Oh, so you think the highest note for the last chord is too high? I guess I can experiment here. I can't use that one again. G sharp, but that's not it, because that's not in either scales. So I mean, I could use G here, but then I would like to move this G somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. So anyway, this was like one of the first songs where I tried the key change like on purpose. So lots to learn here still. So you say I have a habit of leaving the tension into every riff. It's a good habit when using loops to compose. Okay, I'm learning things here. This is awesome. Thanks so much. But yeah, I mean, my background is in hip hop producing. and I started, like, originally I started when I started, I was using like samples and sample-based loops a lot. So transitioning from that to like longer melodies and stuff has been a challenge for me always. So I kind of get stuck in the loop stuff quite often, and then I don't know how to continue from there. Anyway, before we got into this, I was going to play this one, which is fun, which is a fun song. It should have a bass line too, but it was muted for some reason. Like with this, I'm okay with it being kind of loopy, because it is very hip hop sounding. This has a sound or instrument that I don't like though. Which one is it? This thing, I think. So I need to change that. And then there's some missing parts here. But once it goes through this loop again, it gets into an interesting thing. The story behind this one is... Oh wait, let's hear it first. The bass is totally off here. That's why it was muted, probably. So anyway, the theory behind this song is, or the origin story was that on Valentine's Day, back in, what's it, March 14th, I was doing a stream composing music, and I wanted to do something romantic. So I started from there, but I didn't end up liking it, and then I changed it totally into this one. So Josh says, I like that you are managing to have themes recurring throughout multiple tracks without getting stuck repeating yourself. And I am legit composing music. You say, thanks, I guess. I feel like I'm stumbling through it all a lot, but slowly getting somewhere. But anyway, the original one was Office Romance that this one was based on. So it has the same chords. But I didn't like this one that much. It's kind of sounding like perhaps it would suit a porn movie, but not quite my game. What else do we have here? Well, some of the ones are already released and on my YouTube and SoundCloud accounts. So those I won't play right now. But this one I think sometime is playing in the background while I'm streaming. Wait, that's not it. I loaded the wrong one. Not Spring, but Siesta. And yeah, sure, everyone is stumbling. I don't disagree. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm not criticizing myself or anything. I am like, even with my stumbling, I'm like pretty confident in my end results by now. When it comes to music, I mean, I've been doing this for a while, after all, and while you know, my knowledge may be lacking in some areas, just keep at it until something comes of it, and then I'm usually like pretty satisfied. Something's supposed to be happening here, but I have not gotten to that yet. So anything else I can play before we get into something, into making something actually? You like it with the melody drop? Yeah, sometimes that's totally fine too. Yeah, I agree. Just giving it room to breathe, sort of. Now I'm drawing some blanks here. Which ones do I would want to play? This one I made on stream, which is why it's called stream. But yeah, most of these are unfinished at this point. Might actually try and change the instrument here. And see if this works better. No, I think the original one was better after all. Wait, I have to load it again. So you say horns for the second part. I don't really have any good horn sounds, I think. Or maybe I do. But if I do, then they're in sound font, I think. Or do I have any here? The one problem with music composing is that plugins for composing, they cost a lot, and I am poor as hell. So usually I just make do with whatever is free. I did buy Fruity Loops years back, and I use Silent One a lot, which I also bought. Organ, you say? I think I do have some sort of an organ. Maybe in Flex. Pianos. Oh yeah, there's horns here. I'm running out of keys here. So maybe something slow like that. You don't wanna interrupt my creative processes, but I'm always up for suggestions. Can't really read the bottom note there with one hand though. I need to move my mic as well because it's on the way. Let's see. Well, that sounds awful. that's the right note. But I don't know if I like the chords here. So maybe a single note was a better option. Yeah, Josh wishes he could give me all the knowledge he has about classical layering. And I'm looking for a viola or a wave synth for what you are trying to do here. Maybe, yes. I could try... could try that string section. So what's here? There's no violas here. But I did have them in labs. Frozen strings. Wait, I guess not. There's a violin. It is so quiet again. But that's not it. So does this have strings? It does. Viola. Here we go. Kinda sounds too synthetic to me, though. Cello here. Oh, that sounds much better. Oh yeah, I need to explain this as well, that I don't really know how to play any instruments at all. Not even the piano. Like I can stumble around on the keyboard, but I can't actually play any songs on it. So that's why usually when I compose, I try out some chords, and then I just drag the notes in with the mouse in the editor here. So let's make a new pattern. What's that? 13. need some higher notes as well. Yeah, a quiet violin or a flute, flute especially, or I love oboes. Is that how you pronounce them? Oboe. I'm not sure. Doing these streams, I often notice that there are words that I have never pronounced in English that I like in my mind, I use the Estonian pronunciation of those always. So yeah, there's lots of words that I have no idea how to pronounce, that I didn't even know that I don't know how to pronounce. So let's try the winds again. Let's try this one. This should sound nice. But not quite. It's kind of... God damn it, I keep misclicking here. It's not quite right. So let's go even higher. No. Then how about... What is this? B. And C. Right? Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. I was looking for E and F sharp here. So you're saying I drop out the bottom note of the chord on the last note. You mean this one? You're gonna let me play? Yeah, well, I'll just experiment a bit, see where I get from here. I'm a natural. Thanks, I guess. But I'm kinda starting not to like the violas here, or the cellos. So maybe I should remove some stuff from here. Oh wait, these ones. I can also play around with the velocities here a little. And is there an envelope I can use for volume? Yes, then, hi. Doing great again. Hello there, thanks for joining the stream. Good to have you here, how are you? Josh is gonna ghost. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on working on different tunes here and see where I go today. Don't really have like a strict plan or strict tune to work on, and just keep switching between different ones and improving a little on each of those. So anyway, I wanted to try if I can mess with this a little. This is the filter envelope, that's not what I want. Also, Josh, if you're still here, thank you so much for your help. That was very educational. I definitely appreciated you pitching in on all of that stuff. do still want to play around with some horns. And now that you did put the idea into my head, this one was probably the best out of these. But what if it had some more oomph to it somehow? Horns. Yeah, that's what I mean. Now I'm thinking that the transition from this part to the other part might be too abrupt. Or maybe not. We'll see. I mean, if I smooth in the strings somehow, then it might be fine. Like start the strings from around here. So how are your stocks coming up there? I wonder, like, what kind of numbers are you guys at by this time? I've streamed for like 2.5 hours, so I assume some points have collected up there. I have no idea how many, because I can't really see it on my end. I'm gonna stop the music for a moment. I'm gonna try to recall the melody that I had in my hand for the progression here. Okay, I have some thoughts there. Okay, I think I did recall what I had in mind. So that will go from here. I wasn't even planning on working on this song today, but somehow it happened, and now I'm in the groove kind of here. So might as well keep going. So let me mute this for a moment and let's hear. So I will also make a copy of this pattern. Clone. And then throw that new, wait. I cloned the wrong thing again, didn't I? This is not what I wanted. I wanted to make a copy of this pattern. Now that is here. So this chord, what is it here? G, B, D, F. Oh, that's a familiar chord. We had that in another song we were checking out today. The mic lag is on my way here again. can try this one here. But we'll have to hear what it sounds like with the trumpet. Not quite. But this might work then. This. Or maybe we'll leave one note off here. Now that I'm thinking, I maybe should switch out the instrument here into a piano. But which piano? Keyzone, I think, had some nice ones. Oh yeah, that's nice. But let's try some other ones just in case. The way the notes sound together with the trumpet is pretty good. The rest of these, those I'm gonna delete, but and I'm probably gonna do something with the drums here as well. This probably shouldn't be a chord, but just a note. Or maybe a few notes. So can my fingers reach this chord even? Not really. Not with one hand. One hand. This goes higher than the rest of the chords then, but we'll see how it works. I think the change that I want here is that it's going to do this too fast. So I'll make a copy of this. Go through this again. And that means I need to change the trumpets as well. Yeah. That piano chord isn't working. Maybe instead of putting these on the piano, I can put them back on this thing. But higher. Here. Not quite. What else do I have here? What's this? future viewer here is saying on Discord that I can still put the video recordings of these streams on YouTube, and that is true. That goes back to something that I was talking about earlier, that I am now a Twitch affiliate, which means that I'm not allowed to stream into Twitch and other platforms at the same time. But the exclusivity period is over after 24 hours from the ending of the stream. Which means that I will be uploading this stream on YouTube on Wednesday, then I guess. Assuming that I have time for it. So yeah, there's gonna be a bit of a delay there, but it will be preserved for any future viewers. Should probably make a short YouTube video about that as well. Just so people know what's going on. I could have done it on the weekend already, but I was too engaged in all this, setting all this up. So this is quite a bit different from what I originally thought of when I took the bathroom break, but I still quite like it. It went into an interesting direction here. Now the baseline though. Is here. So another clone of this. Put it here. Same one actually kind of works. Maybe I can move these notes up here. That kind of messes the rhythm up though. was the transition from one to the other? Kinda heavy. The piano is louder, for example, than whatever was going on before. Yes. Maybe I could have a few notes playing before. Still kind of abrupt. What if I change the volume here? That's better. I feel like I should still keep something of this instrument that is here. So how does that sound with the piano? So, how does it sound now after this? Still feel like the piano comes in kind of abruptly here. So maybe the piano should play some melody before that is a bit longer. and not chords, but just melody. Also drums. I wanted to make something with those. So a clone here. Cowbell. Look like they're in this. So I will need to use this sort of a quantization. Is that the word? I'm not sure. so now that's probably done. Let's save meanwhile. Let's hear the song from the beginning. It's taken quite a different turn by the end of it. Middle section should probably be a little bit bigger, longer, before it gets into this. So I suppose I can do that. Change the step back. This goes there. Then here. Now the horns come in later on here. So it builds towards something that way. Use some variation in the horns here. What's this pattern again? To make these notes longer. Maybe not this long, but here. Now I can also play around with strumming here. Wait, undo, redo. Then I can add some randomness into the velocities here. What if I added some delay on this? Do we have any free channels here? Basically everything is free. So 5. Let's put some delay on it. Which one? I have no idea. Be a bit too much. I don't know, I'll decide that in the future if it's fine or not. So I guess I'm gonna start wrapping it up here then. Yeah, you guys seem to be getting tired of me as well, so as good time as any. So let's switch to this view here. Hey, it's me again. Today was a music stream, as you probably noticed. Got quite a bit of stuff done on this tune that I was not expecting to work on, but you know, happy with that. So this was my first stream as a Twitch affiliate. It's not that much different from what I was doing before, except for the whole new interface on the screen here. But yeah, the features that we have unlocked here, those will still need some fleshing out. So we'll see in time where those go. What kind of these what are they called? The rewards or unlocks that you get from the stocks. Like what kinds of those will end up being more in demand, if any. But other than that, yeah, it was fun for me. Learned a lot again. So next stream will be on Wednesday, and it will be around the usual time, which is 6 p.m. GMT, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or check below on the stream page. It has a new fancy counter that should work with whatever time zone you're using. In addition to that, we'll see. Not sure what kind of content I will be streaming on Wednesday either. Yeah, we'll decide that some other day. So okay, let's wrap it up then. Thanks for everyone who came by and hanged out. It was great. So hopefully we'll see you again some other time.